What's the best way to start this thing?
I don't know.
We could use that. I'll say what's the best way to start this thing, and then you say you don't know, and then I'll just oddly look into the camera as if everything's okay. So the last update I did, I asked you guys to give me some questions. Any type of questions at all. Could be about me, could it be about YouTube, could be about Smash. In general, just, Ask Keef was pretty much what I asked you guys to do, and you have. And I was like, I did not expect that many questions. But, and I'm trying to get to all of them, but I got some for you today, all right? So the first question I got is by Some Psychopath. Great name. And the question is, did I play Brawl, and if so, who did I main? It's a great question. I played Snake for most of my Smash career. Near the end, I kind of moved to Meta Knight because that was... So how that game worked was you played your main, and then you always had a pocket Meta Knight just in case some shit got real. But eventually your pocket Meta Knight will become better than your main because that's how that game was. So I guess to answer your real question, it was Meta Knight. Schmitty Finkelbottom asks, if you could add any character to the Smash roster, who would it be? And I would probably have to say, Titus. Titus from Final Fantasy X. I know Cloud's already in there, so we already got a Final Fantasy character, but Titus was like my guy back when I was a kid. That was a dude. Or Sora from Kingdom Hearts. One of those two. And MGuy301 asks, am I in college right now? No. I graduated college a few years ago, and now I actually work for a financial firm who legally I can't say the name of. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is. William Obed, what's your favorite game series and why? What's my favorite game series, John? Mass Effect. Mass Effect or Kingdom Hearts. Those are like, those are like the most memorable to me. There's a lot of them, like BioShock I started recently and it's amazing. I played Infinite a long time ago, but what other game? I never played Uncharted, and I heard that was really good. But Mass Effect and Kingdom Hearts. So I guess out of those two, my nostalgia says Kingdom Hearts, but my logic, because of good plot, says Mass Effect. So I'm gonna go with Mass Effect. All right, Tristan Brothers says, hey Keith, huge fan, awesome, thank you for that. I was wondering, who would you pick to be the greatest of all time of each game? I'm curious and would love to see it. Greatest of all time for N64? I guess Isaiah, even though I guess that's technically not true. He's just like a crowd pleaser. He's a fan favorite, and I love watching him work. So Isaiah for 64. For Melee, I'm gonna have to say, like, my bias wants to come in and say PPMD because we live in North Carolina, but in all seriousness, I guess of all time, Jesus, I guess Mango. No, Armada. Armada has to be better. Actually, Armada's probably better than Mango. Yeah. So Armada, because that guy, he cleans up everything. I guess he's like the most consistent good, or H-Box is it? I don't know. Melee's weird. For Brawl, it's Mightykeef by far. Mightykeef. Because even though he got beat a lot, I mean, and towards the end of Brawl, I don't think he was as dominating, but he went on for a long time undefeated until like, I think Ally came in with Snake. No, Dojo beat him with Meta Knight. I'm rambling. But anyways, Mightykeef for Brawl. For Smash 4, 0. For right now, it's 0. I don't know if somebody is gonna have a crazy spree later on, but 0. Jay Pinehurst, is it much harder to make X players in a nutshell videos for low tier characters? Yes, in all honesty, it is. I love making low tier characters, low tier characters in the nutshell, but not a lot of people are aware of a lot of low tiers, so they're not gonna pick up on as many jokes, or it's not just as relatable, because a lot of times people gravitate more to the mid and top tier, but I still like producing it because a lot of my friends play low tier characters. Dandy, of course, Dandy Penguin, he plays Duck Hunt Dog, and so I know a lot about that character, and I think it's a good way to mix things up. Alberto I'm gonna murder this last name. Alberto Antinazzi asks, whose voice is in the end of the video? If you're talking about my boy, that's just crazy. Boy, that's just crazy. That would be me. That would be my voice. And so I saw other questions like this in the comment section, like where did it come from? Who it is. It is me. How it happened is, and I'll put a link in the description. I made a video a long time ago when Cloud came out. talking about like everyone's reaction. Like when the first reveal trailer came out, everybody had reactions as to what they felt like seeing his move options and everything. And I said, let me do something different. So I made a video pretty much like in a nutshell of everyone's reaction to Cloud coming out. And so if you want to check it out, if you want to hear me say, boy, that's just crazy a million times on the road, just go check that out, all right? Zen Ferris, do you ever stream? And if so, could you do viewer fights? Because I would really like to fight with you, and it seems like it would be fun. So I know I've said it like a million times probably already. I'm trying to get the stream working. You know, I do test streams every now and again just to test my internet connection and everything like that. My friend Corey, aka Childish Gambino, is helping me because he's more knowledgeable about streaming right now. So he's helping me with the layouts and things like that. And I promise it's gonna be up pretty soon. And yes, I would love to fight you guys. I would like to see who can beat my ass and who I'm gonna beat, you know, but for right now, it's still kind of in the works. I will put everything, of course, though, if you want to go and follow me on Twitch, I'll put that in the description as well. Oli OMK says, how long have you been making videos on YouTube before you found something that worked? So I started, I like created my YouTube channel back in 2010, back with everybody else, because it's, you know, a social media site. But I never really did videos like for real until I did videos about Smash. Yeah, which was like a year and a half ago, maybe rolling up on 2 years now. PTN Anyumu, or Ayumu. How often do you enter tournaments? How good are you at Smash? Are you in PR? What scene, state, or city do I live in? So if you don't know, yes, I live in North Carolina. We do have a very good amount of players, pretty good, healthy players. I am not PR'd. I haven't gone to a tournament since Brawl, really. Well, I'm sorry, participated in a tournament. Because like I said, with work and just YouTube and, you know, family things, girlfriend things, kind of takes me away from being able to train as hard as I want to and as hard as I used to. Like I said, my I guess the epitome of my competitiveness was back in Brawl, but that does not mean it's gonna continue like that. I'm really trying to get everything a little bit more sorted out so that I could have that free time to train more. I have an excellent, you know, excellent friends here who are extremely good at the game that can help out, who are pretty good on national levels. I mean, Dandy Penguin, Kai, Stingers, Sushi Man, you know, and I mean, PP, he's a very intelligent Smash player in general. So sometimes he gives me little fundamental tricks and tips about Smash. So, I mean, once I have the time, I'll be able to get back in there. Kenny's Gameplays says, how did you get into the Smash scene? Great question. So, like everybody else, played Smash as a casual, loved the game. It's Nintendo characters fighting each other. Who wouldn't love the game? You know, during Melee, I played a little bit, not competitive, but I played a little bit, and I saw, you know, the big stages. I saw Ken, I saw PC Chris, saw Isaiah, I saw, what's his name? I forgot, he was a really good Puff player from New York. D1, you know, back in the, you know, all those big figureheads who played Melee and stuff on MLG, big stands and things like that. I saw that, I was like, yeah, that is amazing. That is awesome. I would love to one day be able to play this game as an actual sport or as a career. I never would have thought it got to this point. I never would have thought it actually could be a possibility. But that's pretty much how the seed got planted, and then I started in Brawl, playing again Snake and a little bit Meta Knight, and or a lot of Meta Knight, and that's pretty much it. Another Baggins says, who's your favorite Smash player? Also, will you do a blank players in a nutshell for all Smash 4 characters? The answer to your second question is yes. I plan on doing a in a nutshell for every character. To answer your first question, my favorite player, I'd say HBox. HBox probably would be my favorite player, just because I love like his demeanor when it comes to the game, when it comes to hate. For years, for a very long time, that guy has been getting a lot of hate because of his playstyle and his character, and I like that even through all that adversity, he's still like, well, I'm still gonna play this character. And a lot of people, you know, they'll go to the big tops. A lot of people, they'll quit their mains to play Fox in that game. Because Fox is by far the best character in that game, but Melee I'm talking about. But HBox, he's kind of just Yeah, he's kind of just been that guy who only plays that one character. He's like he only plays that character. Him and PP, they're the only ones, the only top levels I think that have not done the whole switch to foxing, and I think that's pretty cool. Also, he's like an engineer, right? He engineers, you know, that's like 8-hour days each week, and he's still 8-hour days, 40 hours a week, you know, and he's still one of the, if not the best Melee player at this time. So I commend him a lot. This guy wants to know, why is your channel so awesome? It's because you're awesome. It's because all of you are awesome, and you share my stuff, and you like it, and you support me. And so YouTube has this algorithm where they're like, cool, let's reward him. And more people see my stuff. So thank you. Okay, Mikey with the Greninja profile says, what is your most hated character? Sheik. It will always be Sheik. I don't care if she gets nerfed to the ground. I've had so much PTSD, so much trauma, mental stress from fighting that character before the patches were out. It will forever be Sheik. Toxic Jared says, what is your opinion on anime? I love it. I love that stuff. It's awesome. My anime game is not as good as it should be right now. I am catching up on Naruto. Already seen One Punch Man. What else has been really good? Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. Heard it was really good. I was gonna start that. I've seen all of Parasite recently. All of Attack on Titan. I've seen that recently. I'm up to date with Dragon Ball Super. It's actually getting pretty cool. I'm not gonna put any spoilers in here, but yeah. Cord Moody says or asks, do you plan on expanding from Smash content? Yes, of course. You know, I know everyone who watches my channel obviously loves Smash, but that's not the only thing you guys like, I'm sure. I'm sure y'all like other games as well, and I do plan on bringing out some other games, some other funny content. I have some stuff in the past, like little vlogs or little sketches, like my animal survival guide for gamers. I almost died from that burp just now. Gemnet Twilight has 3 questions. I allowed him 3 questions because he went through the trouble, or him or her, whoever, you know. He went through the trouble of just putting out like a little, I don't know if he did that on Word Paint or what he did, but he had some questions, so it's let's go and see. If you were a casual, would you still main Sonic? If not, who would you casually main? I would still main Sonic. I love Sonic. I've always wanted to main. I wanted to main Sonic and Brawl. That like when Sonic was announced he's gonna be in Brawl, I was like, awesome. That's my main. Like it's easy. But he didn't. I mean, like I said, Brawl. He didn't work well with Brawl mechanics. He works well with Smash 4 mechanics. He did not work well with Brawl mechanics. So he was not that great of a character, unfortunately. I wanted to play Sonic for so long. I even wanted to play him back in Melee when people would lie to me and say you had to kill 50 cruel. This is a real thing. People said you had to take out 50 cruel Melee characters in order for you to get Sonic. I got to 48 and it took me 7 months because I didn't look at YouTube. I didn't look at other tips and tricks or little gimmicky ways to kill them. I legitimately spaced around them and played good fundamentals to kill 48 cruel Melee characters. And I was like, I give up. I don't want to do it. A month later, I found out that it wasn't even a real thing. I wanted to shoot everyone. And that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We've answered a few questions. I don't really know exactly how many questions I answered, but I know you guys had a lot more, and I promise I'm gonna get you some more. You know, maybe I can make another one, or well, I know I'm gonna make another one for you guys, or maybe I can make a third one later on in the future. We'll see. If there are some questions that you did not hear from here that you wanted me to answer, go ahead and put them in the comments below. If there's something else that you guys had in mind that, like I said, I did not answer, you can go put those in the comments below as well. If the 2 sentences I just said are literally the exact same sentence, just with different wording, just put that in the comment sections below. Tell me how stupid I am. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. I'm glad you had those questions for me, man. Thank you so much. It's been a ride, and hopefully, you know, the journey just keeps on going, man. I'm Mightykeef, and really, no matter where you are in the world, I'm just so happy you're here with me.
Well, that's just crazy.